I've been using Audacity for long enough that I thought I ought to make an endorsement video. It's free software, and it's what I use, and I think it's what a lot of other people use to record their audio for YouTube and other videos. It's excellent, it's intuitive, it's easy to use, and I'm going to go through the program today just to show you the tricks I use to tidy up my voice recordings. I am by no means a professional, and I think if you listen to yourself speaking into a microphone, not only do you become extremely self-conscious, but you become aware of how difficult it is to actually sound professional. Now, obviously, a good microphone will help record higher fidelity audio, but there's some tricks that this free software can do to make it sound a little better and probably a little more pleasing, not only to your ears, but to your audience's ears as well. Now, this is the interface once you've installed Audacity, and I'll include a link to the download page. But once you've installed it, this is the interface. There's a big red record button, and it should go ahead and track the recording. If you're not talking, there will be no lines, no audio indicated on there. You can highlight using the selector. If you plan on recording your voice, the first thing you should do is change it to a mono track rather than a stereo track. But once you've recorded something, there are all of these effects, and the effects you choose are going to be rather important. They can do a lot to not only alter, but to edit and clean up the sound of your recording. This is what the output looks like on the visualizer if you're speaking into your microphone and everything is set up correctly with your equipment. And from there, you can actually start to edit what you've got. Use the select tool. What I do is I have a silent intro from which I can remove the noise. You highlight that intro, select noise reduction, and get a noise profile. And then once you've highlighted the rest of the recording, it can filter out noise such as mouse clicks, planes in the background, maybe a fan you might have. And it just, as it says, it reduces noise. The next thing you're going to do is hit the compressor effect, and that'll stretch out the audio so that while it doesn't cap out and have any kind of staticky sound, it will amplify the recording. And then I hit Normalize, and that pretties things up a little bit from there. Once you've compressed and normalized your recording, I go to the equalizer function and I stack both the bass boost preset and also the treble boost preset. And this just adds some, meat to the recording of your voice that'll sound more pleasing. Once that's done, I tend to go to change pitch, and I lower it by just -1. If you go overboard on this, your voice will start to sound rather strange and unnatural. So don't go crazy with that feature, but you can change your pitch if you're a little too high-pitched and you're not happy listening to it. And then finally, the high-pass filter. The preset's a little too much for me. I set it down to 120, and from there I'm pretty much done. I'll then crop the intro and outro blank segments of the audio, and then you go to File and Export Audio, and you can name the file as you deem fit and send it in whatever format you want to whatever directory you want. And in my case, I'm using Adobe Premiere. I will then import the recorded audio and use it as the voiceover for whatever video I've been doing. So that's what I do. Everyone has a different trick. Feel free to hunt around on YouTube for other people's videos. I'm sure there are a lot of tutorials on the ins and outs of Audacity. But that's just a basic summary of what I do when I'm recording using Audacity. So to repeat, you're going to want to do noise reduction, taking advantage of the noise profile of your silent intro. You're going to reduce noise in the entire recording. And then to get things started, you're going to use the compressor and the normalize feature under effects, just to level everything out and keep the audio balanced in its levels. And then from there, you can use the equalizer to do the preset of treble boost as well as bass boost. Those two do stack. Once the equalization is done, you can change the pitch down or up, depending on your preference. And from there, you can go to the high pass filter. And that effect, I think, just results in a nice finished product, at least one that I'm fairly happy with. And it's one I've been using time and again when I record. So thanks for watching. Feel free to experiment with Audacity. Again, it's free, so you don't lose any money for trying this. And good luck with your voice recordings. I know we're all our own worst critics when it comes to audio recording of our voices, but in time you get a little more comfortable with how terrible you are, so don't let it bother you. Thanks again.